Hello and welcome to Channel Sport this morning. It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salah.
Good to see you from wherever you're watching us. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the show. All right, let's get straight into it this morning. Let's talk about these heroes. Some have called them the power lifters. They're back in the country after their exploit at the 2018 Commonwealth Games, and they received heroes welcome.
Fantastic for Nigeria's powerlifters that represented Nigeria really well at Gold Coast 2018. Recall they won 6 medals in total, 4 golds and 2 silver. You're welcome back home, guys. Let's move on with the show now. Let's talk about this one. Nigerian club sides on the continent. 4 started the race, started the journey. Yemi. And as of today, just one sole survivor, Enyimba of Aba. After the rest, Plateau United, Akwa United, and MFMFC crashed by the wayside.
I don't think anybody doubted them from day one. I don't think anybody did.
Really?
The only sore taste all of this leaves in my mouth is the fact that it's confirmed now that our slot has been reduced. But sole survivor Enyimba, I mean, did the job for us. But, you know, mixed feelings. Right. We have a team there, but our slot has been reduced.
Not very good news for our Nigerian club sides on the continent. We'll talk more about that later on the show as well too. From football, let's talk about the National Basketball Association, and the NBA playoffs are still hotting up. And the Cavs, after losing surprisingly against the Indiana Pacers in the first round clash, they bounced back nicely to take Game 2. And that series is now tied 1 apiece. The Cavs bouncing back after losing that game 1 against Indiana.
Yeah, I would expect a game between the 4th placed team and the 5th place to go on like this. But the King James just showed up big time.
Wow.
And I'm impressed with his performance. And you know, before this game too, a lot even the coach said, look, James, LeBron, I need you to step up. The fans, the coach, everybody.
Right.
And you know, when things don't go well with the Cavaliers, everybody just looks in one direction.
Only one direction.
LeBron. And he did the job.
More often than not,
Yeah.
believers. Before we talk about LeBron James, let's get through some of the results. Let's get confirmation of the results of the games that were played early this morning, Nigerian time. And the Pacers and the Cavs. It was a very close one. As you can see there, just a 3-point victory margin.
The series tied 1-1 now?
For the Cavs, yeah, 197. That series is tied 1-1, like Kenny just said now. LeBron James was the star of the show. We'll come back and talk about him in a moment. Elsewhere, the Jazz and the Thunder. This one was a very, very exciting matchup, and the Jazz have been able to level that series 1 apiece after defeating the OKC Thunder 102-95. Russell Westbrook tried his best in this one, 19 points, 13 assists, and 9 rebounds. Paul George scored 36 in the first game. Finished with 18 this time around, 6 of 21 shooting, not good enough on the night, while Carmelo Anthony scored 17 points, but just made 6 of 18 shots. So for the Jazz, it was all about Donovan Mitchell, who's arguably the rookie of the year this season. He's playing fantastic basketball and he scored 13 of his 28 points.
In the 4th quarter.
Wow.
Amazing.
Clutch.
It takes a lot of to be able to hold your nerves
when needed
against a big team. Parading stars.
All the stars I mentioned.
Those 3 guys you mentioned. I mean, any other person would be probably shivering.
And he's a rookie.
Yeah, shivering somewhere. And to be able to get 28 points and 13 of those 28 points in the 4th quarter.
Incredible stuff.
The decider, if you ask me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's a man to watch. And of course, even while this playoffs is going on, you might probably still expect more from him.
Definitely. Donovan Mitchell, take the ball wherever you are this morning. Last but not least, the Rockets and the Timberwolves, and this one is looking very likely. It's going to be a sweep because the Rockets once again demolished the Timberwolves 102-82. And Chris Paul was a star man for this game, scoring 27 points, while Gerald Green came off the bench to score a playoff career high of 21 points. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, the big man was supposed to be leading them, the charge to victory. I'm talking about Karl Anthony Towns. Has been very disappointing in this series. so far. He finished with just 5 points, and all those 5 points came in the first quarter. I recall in the first game, he finished with 8 points. This is supposed to be the guy leading them to an upset.
Their best performer on the night was Andrew Wiggins.
Okay.
Got 13 points.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I wouldn't expect anything less. First and eight.
Yeah.
First and 8. So, I mean, you would expect the Houston Rockets.
This is going to be a sweep. They're going back to
I think
Minnesota
so, but then again, you know, that word of caution that we always say, that look, forget whatever you've done in the regular season, but then you just think the margin, the quality, James Harden just was there. It was on for 30 minutes. It didn't have to do too much.
Yeah, didn't have to do too much when the other guys were stepping up.
12 points, and it was all good for them. And once these guys get the third one, I don't know, Timberwolves just we'll forget this.
That's our guy. That's the guy. Whenever the Cavs are in trouble,
mouth-watering.
They're the only one person to call, and a lot of the times he always
shows up.
And LeBron James finishing with 46 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals on the night to help the Cavs rebound nicely from their first game loss against the Indiana Pacers. I mean, this guy's incredible. He's in the company of absolute legends of the game, Jerry West and Michael Jordan, when it comes to the playoffs. So that's it for the NBA playoffs, the games that were played. Games will continue later tonight. Some very interesting matchups to look forward to. I mean, look at the likes of Warriors, and who have a 2-0 lead, and you don't expect a lot to change, but we'll see how that one pans out later on. Let's talk about the 76ers and the Miami Heat will face up. That one is 1-1. The Blazers and the Pelicans are 2-0. That's the upset. That is looking very likely.
It's looking very likely,
yeah, because they go back to New Orleans now, and we'll see whether
home court.
We'll see whether the Blazers can get one over there.
This is the one I really want to talk about.
Spurs
and Golden State Warriors. There's a touch of a bitter taste, sort of. The coach of Spurs, Greg Popovich,